Have you ever wanted a really easy ore generator for your Bedwars map on Minecraft Bedrock, but didn't want to use mods? Well, have I got the perfect tutorial for you. And it works something like this, where you have your iron and gold spawn right here for your players to come in and grab, and then it'll keep spawning just for them, so you can play the game. And the cool thing about it is that you can change the speeds that you want it. So say I wanted the gold to be a little slower, you can actually slow it down to, say, I'm going to slow it down to 60. You'll see the gold will appear a lot less, but the iron will stay the same. So you can set it to whatever you want. Pretty easy to do so, and it's really easy to set up once you have it. So if you want to see how to build this, we can jump right into this tutorial. But first, to start, we have to get a few things set up. Starting off with the generator. You have to first build out your generator and make sure you know exactly where it's sitting, which you're going to do by going into your settings, scrolling down in the game tab, and turning on show coordinates. If you do that, you will be able to see where these coordinates are. So, just to make sure that you know where it is. Then, what you're going to want to do is get yourself a command block and a structure block. Now, these are both two special items that you can only get with commands. So, what you're going to need to do to get them is you're going to want to type in /give @p command block. Pretty simple. And then when you have that all down, you hit enter, or if you are on a phone, hit this button over here, and you should be all set. Then you do the exact same thing with a structure block, except you change the name of command block to structure block. And then enter or do what you need to do on Pocket Edition, and there you go. Now you've got your command block and structure block. So all we need now are the other materials. And for those materials, what you're going to need is you're going to need one slab, should be the same as the slabs in here. You're also going to need one name tag, named iron, and one named gold. For now, you can change these later, but for now, leave them as iron and gold. And I'll tell you how to change them to like diamond or emerald or stuff. But for now, leave it as iron and gold, because it is kind of hard to follow. Then, what you're going to want to do is get yourself your armor stand. Get yourself one iron ingot and one gold ingot. And then get yourself a lever. And now that you have all that, we are ready to start the actual tutorial. And we're going to start by placing a half slab right here with an armor stand on top, and name it iron, and then give it the iron ingot. Then what you're going to want to do is place a structure block next to it, like so. And you're going to want to change the size to 1, 1, and 1. Now if you don't know where to do that, it literally says size right here, and you'll be able to change it to all that. Then what you're going to want to do is make sure that you are on save mode. Make sure that you are, because if you're on any other mode, you're doing it wrong. You're also going to want to make sure you have includes entity on. And then we're going to change this offset button. So for this, you're going to have to figure out which direction this armor stand is. So for me, I believe it's a 1 and a 1. So it's 1 block away this way, 0 this way, and 1 this way. And what you should see is this box should cover the feet of the armor stand and the half slab. And if you look in here, it should cover all that. And don't worry, it'll save the entire armor stand it saves the entire entity, so don't worry. But that's all you have to save right there. Then all you have to do is type in the name, iron, then hit save, and there you go. Now you have your iron saved. So now what we can do is do gold, which is also pretty easy. Because for gold, all you have to do is change the name from iron to gold, and then change the iron ingot to a gold ingot. Then all you have to do is hit this up here, change this to gold for the name, not Gould, gold. And then once you have that, it should be the same everywhere else. Then you can hit save. And then if you want to add a diamond, you can just add diamond. And then once you've done all that, you can now remove everything but the command block and the lever out of your inventory because you're not going to need it. And then once you've done that, you are now ready to start the command. Now for the command, all you're going to need to do is place your command block, then enter it and change it to a repeat, and needs redstone command block. And then what you're going to want to do is go into this command input part, type in /structure load, then iron. Then what you're going to want to do is find the position of where you're trying to load it. Minus 38, 172, 14, 38, 172, 14. And then when you're ready, you have this loaded. Do not place a lever on this because you will lag out your world with a lot of armor stands. So do not press it yet. What you're going to want to do first is place a command block here. Then do /kill @e type equals armor stand. Then name equals iron. And then end brace. Now you want to make sure that this is what you have. So make sure you have these square braces right there with the @e. And this, what this one does is kills the armor stand so that it doesn't linger and it drops the item, making it look like it needs the item, or making it look like the item is spawning. And quickly before you leave the command block, what you're going to want to do is set this to chain, conditional, and always active. Then you're going to want to go into this one and change this delay in ticks to, let's say 40. Now you can set it to whatever number you want, but I suggest you set it pretty high because if you don't, you're going to have a lot of lag. Now all you have to do is place a lever and then flick it and you'll see it'll spawn iron. Now that seems a little slow, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed it up. I'm actually going to change it to 35, which will speed it up a little bit. You'll see it, there it is. Maybe I think that's too slow, so let's do 20. You'll see it come out pretty quickly. And there you go, now you've got yourself an iron generator. So all we have to do is set up a gold generator alongside it. So what you can do is copy this command block right next to it, change it to load gold, then do this, place this here, and change this guy to also gold, this name. And there you go, now you've got these two working. And all you have to do to change the rate so that this is more rare, maybe, just in case you don't want it spawning at the same time, set this to 35 or whatever you think the better rate is, and you'll see there will be gold and iron spawning at different rates. And you'll see iron's more frequent, but say you want it to be faster than gold, you can increase that number or lower that number. So if you want it faster, say this is too slow, change it to 15, and you'll see the iron will pop out a lot more than gold will. And say you want both numbers slower, you just add more time to each tick. But there you go, that's all you need for this. But say you want to add another one, all you have to do is grab yourself an armor stand and do the same trick, but name it, say, diamond. So you name it diamond and do the structure thing, and then you would do this, but name it diamond here, and then change this one to diamond in here, and there you go. That's all you'd have to do. Then you may have to change the location if you're wanting diamonds to spawn somewhere else, but with that, that's all I have for you today. So I thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Helps with the channel a lot and tells me you want more videos like this. Also, if you have any command videos that you want, leave it in the comment section below. I love to make these content, and I love to show you guys how to make these types of command builds. But with that, I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!